I'm Darren Karp, and on the line with me now is the unmasked rhino from Masked Singer and the two-time World Series champion with a nasty curveball, Barry Zito. How are you?
I'm doing well, Darren. How are you?
I'm doing well. Nice to meet you. It's so great to talk to you. How are you doing during this time? What have you been up to?
Oh, man. So I'm in Nashville, quarantining hard. We actually have an infant, which was interesting with the show, navigating all that. But I'm having a good time. I'm able to get in my studio, still stay creative musically, and, get a lot of family time in. We're staying safe and healthy. So, it's a strange time.
Good. So you are working on music. Anything we can expect from you in the future?
We released a song last week, which was my interpretation of an old Kenny Rogers song, but I kind of made it my own. And I released some music a couple years ago, but I'm working on more, I would say maybe some dark pop kind of stuff in my studio here. So I'll be releasing that by the end of the year.
Barry Zito with some dark pop. Okay, I got to get used to this. I'm in. Well, congratulations on making it through the semifinals of the Masked Singer. How did it feel? Did you expect to go that far? What were you thinking your trajectory was going to be?
When I agreed to do this, I watched previous seasons, and I was quite intimidated, to be honest, that there was legitimate singer performers, people that had been on stage their whole lives that I was going to be going up against. And my goal was to just not get eliminated the first week. And when I did that, I was like, this is a huge win. And every week I was just more and more surprised, but also at the same time, more comfortable in the mask.
Well, you gave an incredible and heartwarming performance. I mean, you made Nicole Scherzinger cry, which was pretty impressive. How are you able to show such vulnerability, to the panelists in that moment? Did the suit help, or are you just kind of a sensitive guy?
No, I mean, I come from a musical family, and so I was kind of raised by more sensitive type of people. But I think for me, the masks help because you have nothing except for your honesty and your authenticity. When you're in a mask, no one can see your face. So I knew that to sing that song Humble and Kind, I just had to deliver the lyric, and it's such a beautiful lyric, and I just had to let the lyric do the job. And I'm just here to tell people this story.
Were you surprised that Nicole cried, or were you looking for that reaction?
You can't really take responsibility for delivering, an emotional experience to someone. You just have to be honest and do it. And so, I can't take credit for that, but I'm glad that Nicole felt it. And, like I said, the song is just so beautiful.
Well, the mask didn't stay on for too long because Ken finally and Jenny were able to guess you. Did you think they'd actually get it right? Or were you were you impressed that people guessed you?
Jenny came, I think my fourth or fifth performance, Jenny stood up and said, I think I know who it is, the state of Missouri with a crown on it and the clues. And, Barry Zito married Amber Sire. She was Miss Missouri. And I'm sitting there in the mask going, are you kidding me? How are you piecing this together? And then the following week, Ken got on that train, but Ken kind of went into this whole Jag. I guess Ken is a Jag super fan. And I was on Jag years ago. So that all came together pretty funny too.
Well, people have been commenting about the rhino emojis on your Instagram post before the reveal. Were you excited to finally come out with this? I mean, did you tell anyone, or did you keep it a secret from every single person?
No, I mean, the non-disclosures are pretty hardcore with the Masked Singer, as you can imagine. So I didn't want to get into trouble with attorneys, so I kept it pretty low. It was hard. I mean, I was in LA shooting for over a month, and, I lived in LA forever. And so I couldn't really hit up my friends and be like, hey, I'm out here, because they'd be like, what are you doing out here? I'm like, oh, just hanging out. I got 3 kids, back in Nashville, but I'm just here doing whatever.
Well, right. I'm thinking did your friends and your family ask if it was you? They're like, come on, tell me, are you the rhino? Did they guess it?
Oh yeah. I had former teammates and friends, that are like, dude, you're in the rhino mask, right? And of course I'm like, what? That's so funny. Someone else said that. What is that show anyways? I heard it's a good show. You got to play dumb for a while. So.
Yeah, fair enough. You had a kid during Masked Singer. I don't even know if we've ever had that. How did you manage that? I mean, you must have been popping out of your rhino skin knowing you had a newborn.
Oh, it was crazy. Yeah, actually, my second to last performance, I got the news right before I went on stage that my wife apparently was going to go into labor any moment. And so I'm in LA, she's in Nashville, and I perform, You've Lost That Loving Feeling. I get on a plane, come back to Nashville, and a few hours later, we have our third son. And so after being in the hospital for 2 days with her, I fly back, miss rehearsals, and perform my last song where I got unmasked. And so needless to say, I was tired. after all that. And so it was a whirlwind for me.
I mean, is his middle name Rhino or something? Are you going to tie it in to Masked Singer in any sort of way?
You know, his name is Rome, but gosh, Rome Rhino has kind of a cool ring to it.
Exactly. That's a great name. Come on. Well,
yeah.
So talented, and you recently released a new single. You mentioned The Greatest just a few days ago. Is there any new music potentially going to come out from you sooner rather than later?
Yeah, you know, I came to Nashville, started writing country music here for a handful of years and just have had so much fun. But I think my heart really lies in more synthesized, electronic-y, poppy. So I am going to come out with some music later this year. It's going to have a different sound. So people that have enjoyed kind of my acoustic stripped down sound might have, you know, to adjust with me, but staying creative is the most important thing. So I'm excited for that.
And how long before you make one of your children hit your curveball? How long are we waiting?
Oh, well, so you're assuming that I still have a curveball.
Yeah.
You know, this old shoulder has really gotten beat up over the years, but you know, I have a 5-year-old, so we're actually we're doing the pitching baseball thing right now. I haven't busted out any of the big curveballs yet. I'm going to wait another couple years for that.
Just give him a couple years. Exactly. Well, Barry, thank you so much for dropping by and chatting with us today. Congratulations on all your success. It was so fun watching you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Guys, watch The Masked Singer Wednesdays at 8/7 Central on Fox.